was never totally clear how Mr. Trump would force Mexico to pay for a wall it doesn't want. And it's even less clear now, Vlad, how he could compel Mexico to repay the United States after the wall is already built.
So, Nancy, if Congress ends up working on this plan with taxpayers paying for it, not Mexico like the president-elect campaigned on, how would they go about budgeting that? What would be the potential strategies?
Well, they're looking at a range of strategies right now, Vlad. One thing that a lot of Republicans are in agreement on is that they'd like to try to do it pretty quickly. They recognize that this was a big campaign promise of Mr. Trump's, that he would build this border wall. And frankly, it's something that they have wanted to do for many years. So they'd like to strike while the iron is hot. And they're looking at the various options. One of them would involve resurrecting this 2006 era law, trying to figure out how to fund it, perhaps slipping that funding in a measure that would go up before the House and Senate, and they'd essentially dare Democrats to vote against it and possibly risk not funding the entire government. These are the kinds of options that they're looking at right now. It's still very early stages, though.
How would they go about pressuring Democrats to do this, Nancy, given that some Democrats actually supported that back in 2006?
That's right. There are a number of Democrats on record in support of that bill. But back then, it wasn't just a bill to fund a new border between Mexico and the United States. It was a larger immigration package that a lot of Democrats favored. And that is not the case this time around. And I don't think that Democrats are going to be in the mood, even as Republicans argue that Obamacare is too expensive and that they need to eliminate it, to pay for an enormous border wall, when even some border security experts, they say, don't believe that this kind of wall at the border is the best way to keep illegal immigrants from coming into this country.
Nancy Cordes on Capitol Hill for us. Thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome.